Okay, third time's a charm. I started recording this. I had so much activity around me. You might still see some because I've been watching it on my computer as it's been up. Maybe I'll cut that part. You can see one there. Maybe I'll cut that part of my first recording. But my nose was really stuffy and I kept needing to clear my throat. And in the end, I was like, I just need to stop this and record it again. And then I tried to record it again and my daughter came in and was getting ready for bed. So third time's a charm. I hope everyone's had a great May. The energies were really dense in May. But I stand by what I said about how there was a lot of abundance that was available in May. There we go. There's a lot of abundance that was available in May. And I definitely proved that to myself. Really upped the kind of receptive mode, managed to shed a lot of debt and improve my relationship with myself and with money. And of course, really started to embody that our relationship with money is a direct reflection of our relationship with ourselves. And what I realized that I was doing, I think one of the reasons as well why it's taken me so long to actually record a reading, even though, I mean, it's 31st of May today that I'm recording this, and May has just been blink and you miss it. I can't believe tomorrow's the 1st of June already. But I was giving more than I had. And yeah, I recognize that, and I'm going to have to start cracking down more now on where I'm giving my energy. I don't know if anyone else has felt like that through the month of May, where you kind of think, do you know what? There's only one of me and I can only do so much. And I think that's another reason why the energies felt particularly dense during May. June, I think, is going to be a month not too different from May. I do feel like there's going to be a lot more things coming to the surface. And I think it's going to be interesting. I think it's going to be an interesting month. I'm not going to re-pull the cards that I did pull out when I first started doing this. I'm going to show you the cards that I did pull and for the energies of June, and to give you a little bit of motivation for the month. So the first card was this happy family card, which is beautiful, and it really just reminded me, you know, you've got all the beach, it's summer, people are really starting to enjoy, or they're looking forward to enjoying that time with their friends and family. You know, people have been able to go to barbecues, people have been able to spend time with one another as the weather's starting to get warmer, and that kind of, to me, represents that people are like, oh, things are finally going to get back to normal. However, there is an anxiety around it, and there is that anxiety that maybe it's not going to happen and we're going to still be prisoners within our own home if you let it, if you choose for that to be your reality. I just want to take this opportunity to remind you that you are a sovereign being and that your freedom is not in the palm of anyone else's hands. It's down to you. It's always been down to you. But there is that anxiety around whether or not that's going to be short-lived. There's also that anxiety of people not wanting to leave the comfort of their own home. I'm one of those people. Actually really enjoy being at home. I really enjoy being at home. And I'm giving myself more and more reasons to be at home as well. We had the woman holding the coin. So again, lots more abundance. You know, I spoke before about kind of your gifts and really stepping into those gifts, and it's like she's holding that there, like creation, like sacral chakra. And also we've got the cat there as well, so fertility, divine feminine. You know, she is rising. She is absolutely rising. This is exactly what this card is about. And the purple as well, being that connection that we have through our third eye, to be able to obtain so many more downloads, which was interesting because then the next card that I picked out was this one, which was Hiraeth, longing for home and homesick for the stars. You know, we are a part of something bigger. And the other really interesting thing about this is that when you're watching this, so 1st of June, there's going to be a huge disclosure from the Pentagon about connections with extraterrestrials. So that's going to be really interesting. Whether or not they do disclose everything, we don't know. I think there's going to be a lot more to come with that. But remembering that you are part of something bigger, and that part there about being homesick for the stars, I think anybody that has that sense of belonging, or sense of not belonging, that's that homesickness, isn't it? You know, if you're somebody that, like me, spent most of your life feeling like you didn't fit in, that you wasn't from this planet, or being told that you wasn't from this planet, maybe you're not. Probably not. I mean, like my blood is A negative, which is a direct connection to Anunnaki, I think, which is interesting because one of my guides is Anunnaki as well. I just got a little itch on my nose then as well. But yeah, I mean, these cards are really, you know, enjoy, try and focus more on that time that you got with your family in June. Listen, I know that everybody wants to get back to some form of normality, okay, and this is, you know, my talk specifically for this magazine is that it is some sort of a motivation, but now's the time to become self-sufficient. If the last year could have taught us anything, it is that maybe we don't need to depend on going out for dinner, and we don't need to depend on other people to do our hair and do our nails and things like that. I know that they're jobs, and I'm not saying that people shouldn't do those, and I'm not saying that those people should be out of work. What I'm saying is there are really tough days that are going to be coming ahead of us that you probably never would have anticipated. And now is the time to learn how to plant your own vegetables. Now is the time to really start becoming self-sufficient and someone that wants to serve the community. And I think we've had this real upheaval where everybody is kind of going against one another, and you know, now we really need to be stepping into that unity consciousness of what skill sets do I have, what can I actually bring to the table, what can I offer people, not even necessarily as a way to earn a living, but as a way to exchange. Oh, my nose is itching like mad, so I'm really on the money here. A way to exchange what gifts you have for others. I think we're going to enter a really interesting time, and I think June is really going to mark the beginning of that. Take inventory of what you've done for the last 6 months and focus forward on where you're going to be going in the next 6 months, because I think the outside noise is going to get really noisy again, and it would be great to be able to focus on something other than that. So yeah, for June, oh my gosh, my nose is really, really itchy. For June, focus on the good as much as you can. There is going to be anxiety about leaving home. Listen, if you don't want to go out of your house, you don't have to go out of your house. But enjoy the time that you can with your family. Remember that the divine feminine is rising, and women have just been suppressed for so long, and it's time now. It's time for us to really embrace that feminine nature, that loving, that nurturing. You know, now is the fertile time for us to be bringing that energy up, and know that you are part of something bigger. And remember that when times do get tough, when things starts to feel a little bit unsteady again, just remember that you are part of something bigger. So I hope that was beneficial for somebody out there, and yeah, hope you have a great June. I'm sorry if it sounded like I was a messenger of doom. I'm absolutely not. Always look on the bright side, and remember that you don't have the rainbow without the rain. Ah, yeah, the happy family card. Remember that, and remember how difficult things have been and where we are now. If things get harder again, which they will, there will be a rainbow on the other side of it. Have a wonderful June. I was going to say March again, so weird. Have a wonderful June, and I'll see you next month.